In today's vlog, we tackle part 2 to the ugly 3-in-1 creator buildings by using Rebrickable guides. Hello and welcome to Bricks and Toys. My name is Brandon, and today on Wednesday's vlog we are tackling part 2 of using Rebrickable models to correct the ugly uselessness of these 3-in-1 sets for my Lego City. Now, before everybody gets too hyped up, I'm not saying that there is something wrong with the noodle shop or the cozy house, which is today's build. There's nothing wrong with them if you just want a play set or a standalone on the shelf. But when trying to put it into my Lego City compared to all of these buildings, it just looks like... So I am using Rebrickable models from Rebrickable.com as a guide to find my way to take 2 of these sets and make something that can go on my beach of my Lego City. Now, this video is the second Rebrickable model that I'm using. There is a third one that I have in mind, like I mentioned on Monday's video, which is the Up House. That's over $120 in BrickLink parts I have to order to do that. So that's a project for down the road. So, like I said, we're working with the Creator 3-in-1 Cozy House 31139, 808 pieces. So, like I said, this wasn't in the city in last week's video. I wanted it off the shelf. I bought it for the city. I never liked it there. I put it in there as a mock, as you guys saw. But now I took it and I blew it up. So check out that footage right here. Let's get one good last look at it. Oh man, this is full of interior detail. Oh boy. Well, let's bring you guys in and let's kill it. From behind the camera, Kobe. Ooh. Now, did someone order a cleanup on aisle 5? Because that one frickin' hurt. Pretty cool, right? And just so you guys know, I said Kobe as in basketball, not Kobe as in the helicopter crash. Just so we're clear, because I don't want to get canceled. I have so much respect for Kobe. So now, the set looks like this. It's just a bunch of parts all sorted out. Same thing that we did on Monday's video as today's video. I am shooting these videos back to back a week early because we are surrounded with incredible builds this week. So I want to make sure that I had all my time and focus to getting those builds done for you and not having to worry about this shenanigans. So let me show you what we're building. We are going to build the classic townhouse by Brick Artisan. Now, I have heard about this user before on, I believe, Brixie. I believe Brixie has used some of his sets. This is an $8 guide, and it will make this turn into this. And I think this will look lovely with the noodle shop in the city. So if all goes to plan, after the review, we're going to be putting this into the city. So everybody cross your fingers. But for now, let's go ahead and let's hop to that sweet time lapse of me sorting these pieces and trying to make this model work. Now it's time to review and reveal what we have done with this Creator 3-in-1 cozy house. And man, is it cool. So coming in, we do have a nice like Victorian style architecture, which is why I picked this set, because this is going like on the ocean. And if you've ever been to San Francisco, you know that there is a lot of Victorian style houses. The sides are not much to write home about, except that Savannah wall mural on the side right there. Again, the front is where it's at. If you just look at all the detail that this creator worked in, really pleased with that. On the back, starting at the top, there's not much to talk about, but there is some nice leaf elements there. And then you do have some nice outdoor seating areas inside and outside of the porch, which are really nice. You do have 2 doors in the back. And you have 2 glass panes up at the top. Overall, this is a really nice model. Now let's go ahead, let's dive into the inside of this wonderful model. So looking at the top floor, it is a bedroom. Now there is a door to a room right here that is really cramped and kind of hard to see everything that's inside of it. But it's just like a storage closet, I'm gonna say. Probably a closet. That would make the most amount of sense. And there is a wall mural right here. That is the access hole of the stairs. It comes up to a rug with a bed with 2 lamps. Now there is a wall painting right there, as well as another one right here. Other than that, the walls are pretty bare on the inside. Now this is supposed to resemble like a console, like a console stereo / bookshelf, which is pretty creative. And I guess there's some records and some other stuff down there. But overall, pretty unique. I think it went really well. And coming down onto this floor, you do have these really cool like ladder type stairs. Like you got to climb up to the loft, which is kind of unique. There's the inside of that wall mural. There is a really nice couch with a coffee table. Looks like they got some coffee and desserts on the table. More wall art. This looks like a bookshelf to me of some sort. Coming back around, you can kind of see a kitchen down there with a pantry right here. So overall, not bad at all for a Rebrickable model. Now, like I did with the noodle shop, these are the original minifigs for the cozy house. And now these are the remixed minifigs now. So let you have a comparison to what I did. So now we got 3 new minifigs for the city. I was going to point out that the bird survived because almost every part got used for this, but then I realized that that bird is for the noodle shop. So that must have got left on the floor when I did the breaking of the sets. And I thought it was for this set, but all good. So now let's go give some final thoughts. So now it's time for the final thoughts on the Rebrickable model from Brick Artisan or Artesian, however you say it. And there's 2 of these models by this Lego designer on Rebrickable.com. There's one where it's more modern, and then there's this one where it's a little bit more Victorian. I went with the Victorian because of San Francisco and Victorian homes. They go, hand in hand, and I kind of wanted that for my city. So that's why I went with the Victorian model and not the other one. Again, this model was about $9 for the instructions. It took 2 boxes. And like with the noodle shop, there is plenty of ways to reconfigure this set using more sets and combining other Lego sets. Now the set in total is now 1,530 pieces to make the complete cozy house. And originally we started off with 808. Now, one of the things I really did want to mention with this set is Brick Artisan or Artisan. That guy, he really found a way to take every useless part and turn it into something. With this set, there is so much useless stuff. Like an RC car, this weird looking animal, maybe it's a cat, this guy holding the remote, a snail on the roof, which we did reuse the snail, I will say that. But there's like this weird little octopus thing in this set. There's just so much weird stuff that you brick build. It's like the stuff that comes out of one of those, Lego City advent calendars. It's kind of off. And I was like, why is all this here? And the great thing about this Rebrickable model is it takes all that stuff and makes it something. So I am super happy that all that stuff is gone and turned into something more useful. With parts left, this is all we have left. Drastically less than it is with the noodle shop, so I am thankful for that. Like with the noodle shop, we did remix the characters, and now we have 3 more minifigs to wander the streets of our wonderful Lego City. And again, like with Monday's video, I'm going to say, if you bought this set thinking it was going to be something, and you left you kind of disappointed, and you don't know what to do with it, and you're not going to let your kids play with it or turn it into a play set for the kids, Rebrickable.com, it was only $9 for the instructions, and it was incredible. And like I said, Brick Artisan, Artisan, however you say his name, he has 2 versions of this model of where it looks modern or Victorian for you to pick from if you like this design. So overall, I'm super happy with it. Now, let's go ahead, let's plug it into the city. Now, I am going to have to kind of break it apart and move some things. So I'm going to go ahead and use this for an opportunity to let my camera cool down. It's getting a little hot, so let's go ahead, let's give that camera a break, and then I'll patch you guys back in so you guys can see it next to the noodle shop, and the noodle shop also pressed down in its official position. And you guys can see what everything looks like from our Rebrickable.com models. And are you ready for the big reveal? Will you look at that? I ended up putting them right down on the 2x2 studs, both buildings, so they are technically Mills plated now. But to me, that looks incredible on both buildings. It just brings life to the beach. Let's come around this wonderful city. Here's all the plates I ended up not needing. I had none of this, now I have all of it. Coming back. And there we go. As you can see, it's all Mills plated and nice and everything. Now if you guys notice, I put the mailbox in the back because that's where the access road is. And then I put that table that was in the back up in the front. Pretty cool, right? So now, back to the desk. So that wraps it up for this 2-part series of going out and experimenting with Rebrickable.com, seeing what we could come up with to save these 2 Lego sets that I bought for the city, and they turned out to be useless. Like I said, nothing was wrong with these sets. They're probably great for play, but I need an actual building for my Lego City, because that's what all of these are actual buildings. We only have 1 more building left, and that is the up house that needs to be turned into a real house and then put back on its pedestal. So that will be a project for another day, as that's over $100 in bricks. And right now I am starting to calculate and buckle down on what I need to start getting 2x2 tiles and 2x2 tiles with studs into the city and start getting all of this stuff bricked off. Our next project in the city will be reducing the ocean. Just as I'm filming this today, I have learned that you don't Mills plate ocean. That's why you don't Mills plate Ninjago, is because you're supposed to use the base plate, one plate, which is like this, then you put your water tiles on top. That way you can make waves and all types of stuff going into the sand. So I screwed the pooch on that. I'm going to have to fix it. So that'll be our next city video. I'm not sure when, because right now, because we're doing an incredible 2 weeks of awesome builds this month. So maybe later on in the month, we will see if we could tackle that project and get it done. So with that one, if you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe. Always comment down below what you all think. I appreciate you all for watching, and you guys all have a good one.